All right, here we go again. Buckle up, rough roads ahead. Out here in the real world right now. Trying to get a massage. I wish I had my steroid treatment already. I think it would work better. For some reason, my right side is just always a little bit stiffer than the left. I got to see if I can work that out. They definitely weren't supposed to be in my life. Some game they're playing. Sure, they got filthy rich off it. I have to get some mash though. That flu is up high right now. Right. I mean, it's got like another month, I guess, or so before it starts dropping off. It's actually pretty nice there. I mean, I don't know. My body's coming back to normal. I hope. I mean, I still have aches and pains, but the temperature was weird. I couldn't stand the cold. It was killing me. I don't know if it was pain. I just couldn't. It was horrible. But now, I don't know, it's only 30 something degrees out there. I mean, it's going to be colder in the next couple of days or something. But I'm out here in just a turtleneck and some thin cargo pants. I'm feeling okay. So they were definitely willing me down today. I wanted to get with one woman I got with before, and she was really skilled with massaging my neck. But my neck relaxed as soon as when I cleaned off my van. I got to get more movement, and active. But years ago, they destroyed my activity. They destroyed my massage. I mean, I effed them off. I mean, now it's clear, but I mean, they're stupid. I don't have that bar to mount my phone around my chest. You can even go into stores with it. It's cool. It's nice to be out here at Home Depot because it's a clear parking lot. Kind of like real. Where I live, it's all snow. I mean, it's got a little clear. And being outside, I think it's healthier outside for me. I do feel a whole lot better. I mean, I'm in ache and pain, but the entire thing is a little bit better. Yeah, they must have thought I was nuts at the massage place because I was they can see when you're trying to schedule an appointment with the massage, and I kept not canceling, but I wouldn't finish them. Like you reserve it for 5 minutes, and then you decide whether you want it or not. So she said, "Yeah, I saw you were trying to reserve." So I ended up missing it, and I thought I was reserving it, and I reserved that woman for like Monday, but I want it today. I just, I'd rather get it today. I got to try get better. I feel so much better out here. Thank you, Lord. That's how I am in private, actually. I'm always thanking God for everything. So that's the way to be. Like, you wake up in the morning, thank God. Have a good lunch, thank God. Looking for your pants, and there your pants right in front of you, thank God. Looking for your shoes, and they're right in front of you, thank God. There's reasons God likes me. How you doing? Now I feel for people that have to work and all that in these older years. Now I'm a little worse for wear than most these days, but that's because of the deep state. One for the deep state, I'd have good health. Would have finished all my therapies and everything. And actually, even the last 4 years, I've done some things. Excuse me right now. That's one of the worries when I release the. But see, the left side is the bad side. That's what I don't understand. It might be something else, right? Just muscle that needs to be worked. Right? Thank you, very. So I'm waiting for the senator's person to call, I guess. I'll try again. I don't know if they had a denial of service attack or what today. I know the deep state does that in its various forms. China will help the deep state because, you know, they mess up the country and they'll go after whoever they point them at. But it's all like covert. I'm going to find this barcode. Oh, I didn't bring my 10%. Let me see. See if my phone number in there. $1.50, but I'm not going to worry about it. I got to get out of here. I just brought my credit card with me.
Please, would you like an e-receipt?
Rent is fine.
Thank you for shopping at the Home Depot.
Yeah. All right, thank you. Take care. Seemed like a good old girl. No, she's not young. She's old like me. Oh well. I guess it's a little chilly. Wind picked up. I needed to get a. I needed to get a mask for massage because that flu is like really way up. I hate to be a chicken, but with all the stuff I got. What happened is I started tightening up real bad. So I was trying to figure out how to loosen whatever it was, and I kept going to to the massage place, and it was loosening everything but what I was looking at. When I got it all said and done, I said, this is what I was trying to do 4 years ago. To get it all undone, take a look at it. Right. And I couldn't do it. I just couldn't even see it, man. But, it's a lot of damaged tissue and, there's damaged bone and everything. So I don't know what the end result's going to be. I'm trying to just keep my mind stable. They in there trying to screw me up. No, it's them. I can feel them. And I don't mean stable, I mean just focused. Thank you, Larry. Are they trying to unfocus me? I'm a little concerned with it, but, I was screwed up when I left Naples, and, when that thing happened in Naples, it was way worse than this. But I don't know, I'm just I was cramped for so long. I got to get to that dermatologist, too. I was trying to schedule the woman that massaged my neck free. She's the one that finally got it. Just so simple back then. Go for a 2-hour massage, twice a month. Right. Kept me healthy. I'm thinking that maybe the sciatic nerve is all screwed up on the right side, which might be what this is, but I can feel things up in the upper back, and that could be triggering it. It's loose, but I can feel there's something in the middle there. It's not loose. It's just parts of it that are cramped. So if I get the upper back to uncramp to a certain degree, or to an absolute degree, I guess, and just stay firm, then I think I'm there. Right. But we'll see. So this woman is supposedly pretty experienced as far as massage. I just don't like people with strange bedside manners, Right. Correct. I don't think the flu is as contagious. Well, I sound like I'm taking a drug, right? No, it's magnesium oil, and it's Epsom salt. It's Epsom salt, actually. I had like 3 Epsom salt baths in the last 24 hours. It does slow down your thought process. You have to actually take a break from that. Even like a week or something sometimes, because it's just, you can get weird. It's hard to stay focused too with that. I wish the center could just get my money and say, you're right, more. They owe it to you, and here it is. Just like a week later, look, we looked at it and it doesn't look right here. I hope it goes something like that. I ain't got much more than that left in me. Thank you. It's just, I try to keep. They're projecting stuff that they know unsettles people that they do this to, especially after they've been under it for 20 or 30 years. I keep killing them inside, but it doesn't stop them yet. Yeah, people probably commit suicide when they do it to their mind. Are they sick? They sick. Yeah, so it's tighter on the right side. Definitely is. I just wish I could have had a wife. I just wanted to be with a woman. Would have been a nice life with a woman. Yeah, the Oval Office stuff is looking weird. Let's do these things to somewhere else. Nah, it just looks strange, like Elon wearing that black, and he's just like, and the hat, like, and somebody's willing it, but the hat looks like a Nazi hat. Right. And I don't know if X said that stuff, but that's bizarre. Well, I said all along, for a while now, that if you want to deal with Russia, you got to deal with Putin. So I mean, if well, how long is it going to take to collapse Russia again? You see, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, the whole idea is, why did you all even not try to avert war? That's the part. That's where you all lost, and I spoke about that before. It's like due diligence. You didn't try to avert war. Blessed are the peacemakers. Right. Now I can feel like something weird in my back, like at the upper back, and then it goes down the arms, but then the leg gets screwed up too. It's like if they put a steroid in that muscle at the top and they massage it, right, it might relax everything. I'm ahead of my appointment, but the whole thing boggles the mind that the world became this thing. I know the senators know it exists, but I don't know how they're going to take it on. Well, what happened is, you know why they're screwing with, what's that guy's name? Brennan and all them. When they broke into the Senate computers, they were psyoping the Senate around it. Like, we got we've been in there a long time, and nobody knows how long they've been in there, right? So, then they start, we know you had sex with somebody or whatever it is. We know you're doing this. Right. That's what they do in the mind of their victims. So I know the senators know it exists. But, they usually don't talk too much about it, but now we call it the deep state. So there's a mechanism to speak about it. Right. All right. How you doing, Mr. 54 or Mrs. 54? Are you a false flag? or just a false fag? 54 is false fag. I mean, I had no idea how serious it was, what they were doing to me. I just thought if I went in another direction, it'd be peaceful. 100% there. I just tried to be peaceful and avert it, and just said, just don't take my health. 100%. Thanks. The White House, that whole ex Elon Trump. It's just they got a lot of material off of that thing, and they willing it to be messed up. Well, I think Elon does better like sitting in front of the computer. He does a much better job. I'm not dinging him. I'm just saying a lot less room for the BS. Right. Yeah, he does one of his briefings. I know he wanted to be in the White House with the president, but it'd be better if he were to. I guess the media was there. I guess right. Right. The best thing to do would have been for him to address very briefly and say, "I'll be speaking from Doge or Department of Government Efficiency standpoint, like a sub conversation later," and then fires up the because I guess you can do a press conference on a yeah, but they'll talk about it, I guess. But they would post it, I guess. Thank you. All right, it's in here somewhere. I don't want to go too far. I thought it was up in here somewhere. Whoever these operators are, they need to be run. They need to be moved on. You can't keep them around your community. You'll lose your credits. Your community will be overrun by criminals. Thank you, Larry. Now, for some reason, I couldn't get to the other massage therapist, and maybe the one I'm going to see now, I'm supposed to heal. Right. Now, I didn't have any panic attacks from the military or anything. I mean, there's a little bit of course, a little bit of everybody's got a little bit of an edge, right, from the combat. Right. We act a little bit different at times, but there's deep state, psychological torture. Now, what's going to happen is we have to spin around up here. Like I can't tell you what my back was like a month and a half, 2 months ago before the massage. It was too tight, or actually like maybe a month before I started massage. It was definitely too tight, so I had to get things massaged. But I can't remember how compressed it was or anything. It's just a blur. It took me out. Like I said, the government actually owes me millions of dollars. Yeah, I think you do a quick thing in the Oval Office. Trump says something, and then that's it, right? Especially President Elon, as they're saying, right? Because now he's addressing everybody from the Oval Office. So I think even for looks and hi X, and then you put X down and nobody can see X. You can come on there with X. X will be like say hi to everybody X, and then you put X down on the ground. Maybe somebody grabs them, right? A nanny or whatever you got, right? And then Elon does his usual address from the computer screen. Eric Larry. Right, because even if it went well, they've been saying President Musk, and then there he is in the Oval Office, right? Larry. Making sure. I have no idea where I am. Why am I all the way over here? I gotta spin around. I don't see anything to heal. I'm saying, what am I doing over here? Is there something to heal over here? I don't see anything. I guess I've been inside for so long. You know what? I'm probably like messed up on my connections outside. I can't see. And they've been probably focusing on me a lot, the curse, because when one of the victims has those issues, right? They just start cursing him or cursing her. I'll tell you what, I'm having good luck with Earl Grey. I drank Earl Grey for a little while, and it's definitely smoother than it's tea with bergamot, I guess. I gotta tell you that, and it's smoother than green tea or coffee. Nah, I messed up. I ate like in the middle of the night. I ate some trail mix that made me sick. So again, I gotta watch that too. So the evil spirits and the evil deep state, they project this thing. You have to stop them. You have to stop them. And I just go, yeah, okay. I do a magic thing. But that's what's in the people's heads that, they go wonky, right? See, I forgot I had a second phone. All I got to do now is I don't have to hang up on the broadcast. I just get my second phone. But I mean, I got a lot of pushback on trying to do this massage. Yeah, I'm just about there, I guess.
Head east on Indian Creek Parkway toward Rowe Avenue, then turn right onto Rowe Avenue.
I think I'm there now. I drove
Continue
past
on
it.
Rowe Avenue for 1.5 miles.
Oh, it's pretty far up that way, huh? But yeah, we have to be careful about, attacking the court. I mean, we want to make we want to make more intelligent. I mean, I was just surprised at that initial process that so many people attacked the court. I mean, there was no telling where anything was going to go. I mean, if somebody petitions the court, a lot of times they will do that until they can take a closer look. And then sometimes they go with it too. And again, some are liberals, I'm sure. Senator Lee, he kind of surprised me. I mean, he sounded intelligent in his comments, but well, because if a judge is on the borderline and you diss them, they might go the other direction. So you have to be careful. Just because they're liberal doesn't mean that they always agree. I mean, you got Mayor Eric, and he's pretty independent. I hope he keeps. I think he's going to keep his place clean now. I told him before, keep the deep state clean. Right. Not because I had the FBI. Next, you're getting charged. Right. That's generally what that is. If they're not a deep state, they usually don't engage in that kind of corruption. Right. So he took it seriously, and he brought in what's her name? I don't remember her name. Tish. That's right. Brought her in, and I think she's a serious person. Well, it's one thing about slightly covering for people, and another thing, covering over murders and sex crimes all day. Right. When you investigate something, sometimes you don't charge, and that's the way it is. That's understandable, but you know, organized crime and racketeering just. I'm definitely getting pushback right now. No, I'm inside NYPD, and I can sense when something's wrong.
At the light, turn left onto Town Center Drive, then
Thank
turn right.
Thank you, Larry. Well, that's why the deep state gets people in so much trouble, and then they're like you're encumbered at that point. You have to do what they want. Right. I mean, I guess today everybody almost does, but kind of early. Well, I can kind of realize that It's just so weird. I mean, I couldn't feel my back or something. I don't know, or it wasn't. I guess it had to be cramped up or something. But this reminds me of how I am before I take my steroid treatments, and then usually it settles down. But I don't know if it will now. So who knows what happened in Amarillo? I wish they just would have stayed away from me. I'm like cop after cop after cop harassing me, and then the role players, and, right. And of course they probably drugged me, throwing them socks in the dryer. Thank you. If I can get better to a certain degree, I could start cleaning up the apartment a little better and everything. I just can't get to it. Yeah, it's like pushback, but
Turn right, then your destination will be on the left. Turn left, then turn right.
Oh, I see. It was turned off. I have no idea what you all heard. Besides, Envy just said hello. It's not the one I'm going to, but I'm just driving around because I'm early. I don't want to go in there and breathe flu for a half hour. Like I was saying, maybe we'll talk about NYPD again. So I'm inside NYPD, so I can feel when the corruption is beyond what we would accept. And I don't accept corruption, but I know systems are built a certain way. Right. So when I tell you to, check the deep state, that's what that means. Right. So I told Mayor Eric and the others, or I think I said it on a recording. I can't remember where I did it, but I'm like, something going on. I can feel it coming from an NYPD. You'll feel pushback, and then you'll see NYPD. You'll be like, what? Unless it's a false flag. Right. Thank you. But I think Tish will keep that in check. And the other guy was whoever it is. Again, you get into the deep state and it messes up your life. Right? You get too comfortable doing the wrong thing. Right. That one trans girl. It was a real young girl and got her, at 14 years old. She's like excited to get female hormones. But, he's a boy at that, right. I was like thinking, I was wondering if there was sexuality around that. And I was wondering where that was going to go because it had that kind of thing around it. So in other words, I don't know how her life went. I don't know if she took hormones and 16 years old, she was having gay sex or not. I don't know. Right. But sometimes it gets blocked up and then it unblocks later. And I spoke about that before with the bait children. You have to be careful. Well, because if somebody uses a projection and wills sexuality around those children, it could be either side of the argument. Right. That could sexualize the child, and it may not happen right away, or it could. They can get raped or whatever, right? But in their life, they get sexualized because everybody, that whole thing was around them, right? That could even turn out like trans because of it, right? Yeah, it's a messed up world. Instead of fixing everything, everybody's breaking it. That's one of the things that's wrong. So I was wondering if my CVS had my insurance because I was getting all this medication at $5, and I'm like, well, that could be that program. There's a program if you buy common medicine, it doesn't cost more than $5 or something like that. But then the other one I got today was like 57 cents. I think Joe Biden did take down the price of medicine. I mean, we could at least say that, right? So hopefully my VA works out. That would be real nice. Get me out of the predicament I'm in, at least. No, they were doing what I say they were doing to me. I mean, like I said, you're going to see it places where it's not, but it's really because they're torturing you all the time. It's weird. There's so much that they're projecting that I just, every so often I pick it up. I'm like, eh? Again, being shut in like that, they start projecting a lot more. Right? I mean, they're just evil people. Right? But the right side of my body was so swollen when I stiff and swollen. I guess it was just horrible when I went to Amarillo. It's the craziest drive. Had to get out of it and walk around every so often. I mean, I might need surgery, and to think that they were attacking me when I, needed surgery, that's crazy. Like, Hegseth hit the nail on the head, with Russia. I mean, if you don't accept what Putin says, he's ready to continue, and the United States is not ready to, spend billions of dollars. Right? But I guess we're ready to at least protect him to exist. Right? For some reason, the Ukraine has always been sought after for its resources, so begs the reason that it ends up that way. Right. So it was really a wasted war to a certain degree. I just don't think we did enough to try to stop it. Correct. Boy, it's so warm in here. The sun's pretty strong today, so in the vehicle it's not so cold. Time will tell. I gotta wait till I get the steroid treatments, see where all this goes. Well, I don't usually have high hopes, but it's kind of a thing. Says you never got well with that before, so right. It just essentially it said I should have been moving with a doctor to get these steroid shots in different parts of the body to try to unlock the entire body. You can't just hit one spot sometimes and expect it to work. Now, I knew I didn't have good doctors when I was. The last set of doctors were just not a good set of doctors. I mean, surgeons, orthopedic surgeons, will just tell you their thing, right? Well, the X-ray can look like a certain way, but somebody could have a type of body where it doesn't react a certain way, right? Or it could have a messed up looking spine and still work, right? And that's why they tell you to, take the steroid treatments and physical therapy and. Thank you, sir. But one thing about the hour things, you have to undress twice, but you can do a 2 hour in two separate sessions. And your massage therapist will generally be more energized. Give you a little bit of money, but one can do the top of your body, and the other one do the bottom of your body. So when you don't get to weight training and stuff like that, there's a massage therapy that actually simulates activity that they can do. Ugh. I mean, I just wish I could have got to this point 4 years ago, because if I would have went through all the stuff I'm about to go through and it didn't work, I'd have definitely got surgery. And then if it worked, the last 4 years, even if it worked just to get my legs energized with a little bit of discomfort, and then my legs would have been more bilateral. Right. I mean, what did they tell you, that everything was okay, that I was healed miraculously and no longer disabled because I'm walking and broadcasting? I mean, you have to do something or you die, right? I mean, years ago is when they should have been pulled off. I mean, I don't even get it. I mean, 20 years, 30 years, what the hell? There's no hidden case. It started, they were just going to investigate me because, they said, something was strange. Like there was no crime that they had, right? They all investigating the person. I wish I could bring somebody in the massage, even though it's a little bit more money. It's just, I can run my air pur. They don't even run air purifiers in these things, right? Run my air purifier. I figured out some of what was doing it. If I don't, like back then, if I didn't drive in my car because it spreads your hips, loosens your hips, that's when it would happen. So that's part of it too. But again, there's some underlying thing. Again, I didn't realize that my upper back was cinching up, and that was doing it. And my right leg is really screaming at this point. Thank you, Larry. Now they say when the back surgery goes good, it goes real good, but it's not it's not everybody, right? The lower lumbar fusion, if it goes good, then you just continue on in life, right? But I think what happens is whatever caused the lower lumbar to go, if you don't take care of that, it'll take out the next disc, right? But that could happen even if the lower lumbar isn't fused. Right? But I think that's the upper back tightening like that and all that. I've got no idea why you let them do this to my life. I've had no life, man. I mean, it's commensurate with crimes against humanity. If you're involved in doing this to me, you're involved in crimes against humanity. Deep state's involved in crimes against humanity. They kill people. I mean, if you're a millionaire or a billionaire, yeah, you could just get past it, right? You just live your life the best you can, But when you're a poor man, I don't even know why they get to do it. I mean, I don't have high hopes for all this, but I just got to let it play out. Just screwed up that I couldn't even think to just try something a couple of years ago. Right. I mean, I did. I was looking for massage in my apartment. I bought a massage bed, but and I had that woman come in to do it, but she couldn't do it. And then I kept trying to think about a third party person, but they're online stalking, and believe me, they're projecting. So my mind was just swimming. Right. Couldn't gain traction. Now, if they weren't allowed to stalk me, they wouldn't be able to do that. Just like when I'm trying to buy something on Amazon. They're sick people, man. And they don't have to be sick to go after the real deal or whatever it is you want to say, all of you. Well, I'm just wondering if China and the United States could come to a deal of some sorts and the tariffs removed, because it's not showing that the tariffs are going to be beneficial. Right. I don't think I said it before, trying to move everything into the United States just generally doesn't work. I mean, even Elon has, parks being built in other countries. Right. I mean, we could, just tariff certain industry that we want to move into the United States. And there's certain industry that people that are wealthy use. And it would affect the wealthy people more so than the people that don't have money. Right. So you can tariff certain things, but other things, no. Thank you, Larry. I mean, the rich people got money, that's for sure. The market It's been good for quite a while now.
Correct.
Let them pay something that's tariff or buy something that's tariff.
Correct. Correctamundo, Mr. Moore.
All right. No, I don't think I brought my. Backpack. Now it's just crazy, you know. I'm trying to talk to people, and people are doing all that crazy deep state stuff, and they got young people involved. So you know, these are Jussie Smollett type people, right? Tons of Jussie Smollett type people. They wheel so much shit. It's going. Their inference is now, oh well, you know, it would have been better if you didn't have this appointment. Wouldn't have been better. I mean, it's what they do, and that's why everything just it's all screwed up. And even the people like that are going to massage me are going to receive something. Right. I never did return that stuff. I got to get that returned. Oh, there's my backpack. There's my backpack. Remember to stay out of my apartment. You don't want any other planes falling from the sky. Right. Might have to actually pay me to keep this planes up pretty soon. I don't know what God's going to do. Rectamundo, Mr. Moore. Yeah, the things are saying you'll get your money, but I've heard that before. Well, I don't know. I hate wearing this mask. But, you know, I'm not going to wear it in the lobby, but in that little room. That's what I said last time, right? I think I know where I caught it because I could feel it. I don't think it was in the room. It was in that one Genesis clinic. Everything was wrong about going there. Either that or my own doctor's office. I walked in my doctor's office without a mask. And everybody was in, a whole bunch of people in there with a mask. I bet you my doctor even got it. Right? He was pretty non-responsive. All right, stay peaceful. Praise God in all that you do. Praise God.